Shoot! They can't escape. Surround them. Is this the end? Your Majesty, it's ready. Hurry up and across the bridge. Heaven blesses the medieval Orchid Empire. Heaven blesses the medieval Orchid Empire. By Jean, come with us. Your Majesty, go ahead, I'll catch up in a bit. Your Majesty, everyone is buying time for you. If you don't leave, their blood will be shed in vain. Go. Blow up the bridge, don't let them escape. By Jean. Seriously, why do I have to go to such lengths? It's all because of that voice in my head, constantly nagging. Catch her quickly, alive. What's with this medieval Orchid clan member? She's covered in wounds yet refuses to retreat. If I fall here, they'll be captured. Protect them, protect Her Majesty. So annoying. By Jean. Your Majesty, please calm down. Get out of the way, I must go back and save her. Sorry. Let's go. Catherine, why do I feel that person looks kind of familiar? You're overthinking it, she's just a criminal. Lady Catherine, the person who fell off the bridge just now was the one on the wanted list. Should we continue to pursue her? Report to the higher-ups about what happened here and have them send people downstream to search for her. Border of the Subcatus Kingdom. The Human Federation's knights have been restless at our border these past few days. Stay alert and don't let your guard down. Yes. What is that? Your Majesty, it looks like a human woman. Why does this woman have white scent? Take her back to the palace and get the royal physician to treat her wounds. Yes. You're awake. Sarah. Did you save me? Thank you. No need to thank me yet, miss. You need to answer some questions as a return favor for saving your life. What's your name? By Jean of the Sarang family. The patrol team found signs of battle near the cliff in the border valley, and shortly after, you appeared in our river. Considering that the Human Federation's troops have been frequently appearing near our borders recently, they must be looking for you, right? Why are they looking for you? Probably because I did something against their interests. Going against the high-ups of the Human Federation, you're quite bold. Maybe we have something in common. Neither of us likes humans much. By the way, do you know an old man named White? Sorry, I lost my memory and don't really remember things from before. Strange, I couldn't have smelled it wrong. If Sarah finds out the truth, it will only cause trouble for her and the Subcatus Kingdom. Fine, for White's sake, you can stay here and rest until your wounds heal. One more thing, to avoid trouble, you'll need some disguise. Disguise? What are you going to do to me? Hey, wait. No. I feel so embarrassed. Your Majesty, a group of knights claiming to be from the Human Federation are waiting outside. They came so soon. Ask them to go to the main hall. Dress her up properly, don't let them notice anything suspicious. Yes, Your Majesty. The Palace of the Subcatus Kingdom. Your Majesty, we are here under orders from the Human Federation's higher-ups to track down a wanted criminal. She might have already infiltrated your palace. We hope the Subcatus Kingdom can cooperate with our investigation. These knights, their aura doesn't seem human. No humans looking like this have entered or left the Subcatus Kingdom recently. You can check the entry and exit records. The entry and exit records aren't enough to prove anything. Maybe she sneaked in with someone's help. We hope you'll allow our troops to enter the city to search for her house by house. We love peace and have no reason to harbor your enemy. We can help you capture the criminal, but letting your troops in is out of the question. The Subcatus Kingdom has only just been restored, and everything needs to be rebuilt. I believe you don't want the Human Federation to be your enemy. If you don't cooperate with us, we won't mind using any means to find the criminal. Are you declaring war on my kingdom? The Subcatus Kingdom is a vassal state of the Blood Spirit Empire. Their troops are stationed here permanently. Going to war with us means going against the most powerful military force on the continent. You must be joking. We both know that distant water can't put out a nearby fire, and that vampire queen might not even seek revenge for a vassal state thousands of miles away. Your Majesty, for the safety of our citizens, I think letting them search might not be a bad idea. All right, you win. Search if you must, but do not harm any citizens. Your Majesty, you wisely avoided a war. Lift the blanket. What are you doing? She's a patient, don't be so rough. A subcatus. What do you want? Sir, although she has white blonde hair, she's a subcatus. Could we have made a mistake? Maybe the fugitive isn't here. White blonde-haired humans are rare, and now there's a white blonde-haired subcatus here. Have you finished your search? My cousin is very shy, please don't disturb her too much. Sorry, but how did your cousin get injured? She fell off her horse while hunting with me. Why? Do you suspect my cousin is connected to that human fugitive? Sorry, it's just a small suspicion. Since there's no suspicious human here, we'll take our leave. Finally fooled them. Once they leave, I'll find a chance to get out of here. Your Majesty, you said there were no humans hiding here. But why? Why is there human Federation uniform here? These are the clothes we changed out of after hunting. This doesn't mean anything. There's no point in explaining. Your Majesty, this white blonde-haired subcatus is definitely suspicious. I don't know what method you used to turn that human into this subcatus form, but you must hand her over to us now. Don't think you can cause trouble in the subcatus kingdom. Protect Her Majesty. You claim to be knights, but would real knights bully two defenseless girls? If you want to live, hand her over. I can't let Sarah be in danger, I must protect her. Knight Skylight. This aura, it has to be the Skylight armor. Could she be white? Damn it. I should have shot you in the head. You fired at us. Do you know what that means? It means war is about to start. This is a small country. Do you really want to wage war against us? Do you even know who we are? The lowly subcatus clan is no match for us. Of course I know. Back then, it was elves who orchestrated the invasion of the subcatus kingdom from behind the scenes, wasn't it, who told you that I plan to use my own army against you? I think they're about to arrive. They're just a rabble, don't lose your composure, their soft blades can't hurt us. What? It's the vampire army. Ancient queen of vampires, queen of all queens, your enemies' souls shall return to the abyss. In the name of Lethembo. You let us enter the city so easily just to have the vampire army surround us. That's right, this is the subcatus kingdom's revenge. Let me make one thing clear. This kingdom will not be bullied anymore. Damn it, at least I'll kill the queen. The Skylight armor ran out of energy. Were you just forcing yourself to fight? That's indeed your style. Sorry for dragging you into this. It's not your fault, I used you to lure them into the city, so don't be sorry. I was already prepared for battle. I asked the vampire army stationed in the city for support, and the city's residents were evacuated long ago. The remaining civilians are all soldiers in disguise. From the beginning, I planned to make sure they wouldn't leave here alive. Sarah, you're doing a great job as the queen. Is that so? Get some rest. A few days later, inside the Moon Knight barrier. What? The elvish army sent to search the subcatus kingdom was defeated, and less than 30% of them survived. Hundreds of the Maple family's knights were easily defeated by the subcatus kingdom. You failed to catch the target and you lost your troops. How dare you come back and see me? If it hadn't been for the vampire army, the subcatus kingdom wouldn't have been our match at all. I am willing to lead the remaining troops to raze the subcatus kingdom to the ground and avenge our fallen comrades. Shut up, with so few people, you're only going to get the rest of them killed as well. How I wish it was the subcatus queen who came up with an idea like this. The worst-case scenario is that in this operation, the subcatus kingdom was just a pawn. The real player against us is the vampire queen. You will depart with the queen's personal guard to support the troops on the front line. We must deal with the medieval Orchid Empire before starting a war with the vampires. Yes, sir. Within O Tempus. Your Majesty, we've finally reached Otempus. Once we cross that mountain, we'll find the ancestral sacrificial site. Your Majesty, we're at the ancestral land now. Pull yourself together. What would Miss Bai Jean, who stands beside Cyril the Great, think if she saw you like this? Give Her Majesty a break, Lord Falcon. Miss Bai Jean is the last descendant of the Sword Master family. She's probably already fought her way out and is on her way here. Without Miss Bai Jean, how will we conduct the ceremony? We'll figure it out when we get there. Set up camp here and rest. I want some time alone. As you command. The Empress of the medieval Orchid Empire. Who is calling me? We've been waiting for you. You returned from the abyss and has the most legitimate royal bloodline of the medieval Orchid clan. Who are you? It doesn't matter who we are, you seem very confused right now, and we're here to guide you. Let me guess, did you come here because you lost your true love? How do you know? No, Your Majesty, I think you've misunderstood something. Feeling sad over so-called true love is just following the script in your mind. What you lost wasn't true love, just a temporary emotional crutch. In a different scenario, you'll understand that once your desires are fulfilled, you won't need such an emotional crutch anymore. Impossible, nothing can replace her. Behind this door lies everything you truly desire. Your ambitions and wishes can all come true. Don't you want to see what you truly long for? What I truly long for. Is this, the Holy Lanria Palace? Wasn't it already destroyed by the outer gods? In this world, the medieval Orchid Empire never encountered the outer gods, so it developed into the most prosperous nation on the continent. Look, the people are all praising you. You are an empress deeply loved by everyone here. Long live the empress. Long live the empress. The people, all love me. Subcatus Kingdom. I heard you're leaving. That's right, thanks for taking care of me these days. My injuries are much better now. Take this, you probably need it more than I do. This is the token to command the vampire army stationed in the Subcatus Kingdom. With this token, you can lead them and have some protection on your journey. Such a precious thing, I can't accept it. No, you must take it. Without it, you don't stand a chance. What if those elves come back for revenge? The Subcatus Kingdom will be fine for now. Those elves are probably cautious too. Stop being so sentimental and just take the token and go. Thank you, Sarah. I wonder if this counts as repaying your kindness. Inside the medieval Orchid illusion, the Holy Lanria Palace should be rebuilt with onyx to reflect your Majesty's nobility. Nonsense. Only gold is worthy of the status of the ruler of all races. Are these all territories of the medieval Orchid Empire? As you can see, the empire's influence has already spread across the entire continent. The Human Federation, elves, vampires, and dragons are all under our control. With just one command from you, these lords and nobles will rush to pay their respects and follow your orders. Even the elvish and vampire territories have been conquered. What about Soraya, the vampire queen? Have you forgotten, Your Majesty? You turned the elvish queen into a specimen encased in an ice coffin and drove out the rest of the elves. As for the vampire queen, even though her name isn't Soraya, she has become your prisoner. Where are the three great guardian families of the medieval Orchid Empire? Your Majesty, the three families no longer exist. They overstepped their bounds and questioned royal authority, so they were eliminated. Then tell me, why are you loyal to me? Because Your Majesty is a rare benevolent ruler in 1,000 years. We all love you deeply. What if I order you to die? Your Majesty, are you questioning my loyalty? No need, I see your loyalty. As long as you give the order, we can do anything for you if you are willing to stay here. This world is different from my previous one, and so are its people, but all territories are under my control. The Empire's citizens are loyal, and the ministers are faithful. Isn't this the world what I've always longed for? I am the one and only ruler of this world. We will always follow and be loyal to you. Years later, after the queen of the medieval Orchid Empire took control of the entire continent, her desires and ambitions remained unsatisfied. She repeatedly sent out expeditionary forces to sea in search of other continents that might still exist in this world, but all efforts were ultimately in vain. So she indulged in daily pleasures, inflicting endless suffering on the people of the continent. The entire land was quickly engulfed by gray and black, with constant rebellions that were ruthlessly suppressed. My empire is as peaceful as ever today. What are you doing? You two, step back. We need to see Her Majesty. How did they get here? Who dares block my way? Your Majesty, don't you remember us? I'm Falcon from one of the 3 great families. Let's not alert them just yet. The 3 great families, weren't they already eradicated? Your Majesty, please wake up. We are not from this world. This world is fake. They want to trap you here forever. Come with us and leave this place. Are you saying my people are fake and that unifying the continent was just a dream? Your Majesty, these 2 lunatics are spreading lies to confuse everyone. I suggest we execute them publicly and root out all their followers as a warning. Your Majesty, deep down, you must have sensed the truth too. Under harsh rule, why do the people still smile? With reckless spending, why is the treasury never empty? How can there be such a perfect world with no external worries and internal trouble? See clearly the true faces of those around you. Don't be deceived by these beautiful dreams crafted by demons. I would rather choose a demon loyal only to me than a lowly minister who defies my will. Arrest those 2 and throw them into the dungeon. They will be executed publicly tomorrow. What have you demons done to Her Majesty? How did you enchant her? Your Majesty, have you forgotten by Jean? The tour is over. I want to return to the palace. At your command, Your Majesty. Imperial Capital Underground Prison. Crossbow Guy, what now? Her Majesty doesn't want to go back with us and wants to behead us instead. Her Majesty knows she's in a virtual world, but after experiencing supreme power, she can't leave this world anymore. Your Majesty, what are you doing here? I knew you hadn't forgotten us. Get me out of this fake world. Your Majesty, it's just ahead. We entered this world through that eerie archway. Your nose is really sharp, just like a dog's. If our master was taken away silently, then I would be a very negligent head maid. What, are you planning to rebel? Your Majesty, we would never harm you. I know you were coerced by them. We are here to take you back to the palace. I was initially deceived into this world by those 2 attendants with their sweet words. By the time I realized it, they had long disappeared. I've been looking for a way out of this illusion all along. These past years, I've just been playing along with you to lure those 2 out. How is this world different from the one you came from? You are a born empress. This is where you truly belong. No, this is all an illusion. I have more important things to do. Do you still intend to return and continue your uncertain and perilous journey of restoring your empire? Why cling to reality? If you obediently return to the palace now, we can pretend none of this ever happened. Stay away from her, you manipulative monster. Since Her Majesty doesn't want to return to the palace, we'll have to use some force. If you want to stop me from taking Her Majesty back, then die here. Your Majesty. My mind is made up. You can't stop me. Your Majesty, please come back with us. This world needs you. Your Majesty, go. We'll cover you. Okay. As long as I get through that door, I can leave this place. That didn't kill you. You really are a monster. My obsession won't let me die. This injury is nothing compared to my love for you. We were created to make you stay in this world. Only by making you stay here can we continue to exist. These monsters are about to show their true forms. Your Majesty, there's plenty of time. We'll continue to take good care of you. No. Don't touch me. By Jean. Your Majesty, you made the right choice. Leave the rest to me. You're not by Jean. You are. Your Majesty, why are you stopping me from being with you? Your Majesty, go. The glory of the medieval Orchid Empire and the legacy of our ancestors are now in your hands. Everything depends on you. By Ming. I can't look back. I must return to that world. Am I still in the illusion? How dare you show up in front of me again? Congratulations, you have successfully completed the trial. You have earned the recognition of Cyril the Great. Cyril the Great's trial. That's right, all of this is the will of Cyril the Great. As a reward for completing the trial, you will receive 2 treasures. Treasures. A treasure. Though you were swayed by the corruption of power, you ultimately did not betray your heart. As the ruler of the medieval Orchid Empire, you are qualified. Congratulations, Luna Cero. This is the imperial crown of the medieval Orchid Empire, bestowed upon you by Cyril the Great. Now, we can sincerely and respectfully address you as Your Majesty, Empress of the medieval Orchid Empire. In the name of Cyril, restore the glory of the medieval Orchid Empire. I don't need you to remind me, I will complete the revival of the medieval Orchid Empire. What is this? When you are prepared to lose everything, it will lend you a hand. Prosperity or decline, restoration or complete destruction, all possibilities are in your hands. I'm looking forward to our next meeting. Your Majesty. Your Majesty, are you okay? I'm fine. We've been transported back. It's probably because we completed the mission. Her Majesty is back too. The spell on the archway has disappeared. So, Bai Ming won't come back. Your Majesty, the crown on your head. This is the crown of my ancestor, Cyril the Great. This illusion was his trial for me, and I have gained his approval. Keep it safe for me. I'll wear it when I ascend to the throne and revive the medieval Orchid Empire. As you wish, Your Majesty. By the way, how long was I inside? You were gone for a day and a night. A day and a night. Have those elves caught up? The elves haven't caught up yet, but an unknown large force is heading our way at great speed. The elders are discussing evacuation plans. Terry, how many people are left in your team? The Eagle Hunting Knights Corps ambushed us at Jiao Pass. In the end, only I and about 20 elite soldiers escaped successfully. Less than 100 in total. Pass my order, arm everyone and prepare for battle. Yes, Your Majesty. These savages are the Leaf clans living in this jungle. Although they don't know how to use spells, their poison-making skills are top-notch. You have trespassed into our territory. Drop your weapons. And hand over this woman to us. Has the elf's wanted notice reached here already? They promised me that if I catch the leading woman, I'll be the next tribal chief. A bunch of crude low-class barbarians. How dare you block my way? Catch that woman. Kill. Protect Her Majesty. What is this? Our secret poison. Any direct contact with it will kill you. Your Majesty, be careful not to let the enemies get close. Their weapons are coated with deadly poison. There are too many of these barbarians. Bad news, Your Majesty, an unknown force is marching towards our rear. The elves are chasing us. Why does it have to be now? No, judging by their attire, they aren't elves. They're the vampire army. Our enemies are those with leaf-shaped ears. Attack! Why would the Blood Spirit Empire send soldiers here from 1,000 miles away? Could they have allied with the elves? The vampires have no motive to ally with the elves, but they are mortal enemies with medieval Orchid Empire. Their presence here can only mean trouble. What's going on? They didn't attack us. By Jean. Charge, take down those leaf-eared guys. It's you, you're still alive. So, you're disappointed. That's just like you. Damn it, those elves didn't mention the Vampire Empire's army was here. Chief, what should we do now? Those in the north were defeated by these vampire troops. We can't beat them. A wise man knows when to retreat. Let's get out of here. Run. My lord, the enemy is fleeing. Don't chase a cornered enemy, pull back the troops. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Please forgive me for being late. Your Majesty. Why is she so strong? Is she trying to strangle me? I'm glad you're back. I missed you. Miss by Jean. These vampire troops are. These soldiers, they're mercenaries I hired. Mercenaries. Is there a problem? This is a huge problem. How did you, someone from the medieval Orchid clan, hire so many vampire soldiers? The vampires and the medieval Orchid clan have been mortal enemies since ancient times. They wouldn't help us easily. Don't worry, I helped the queen of the Subcatus kingdom. She gave me this as a token of gratitude. As long as I have this, these vampire troops will follow my orders. As long as they can be of help, whether it's the vampire army or the Subcatus army, I'll accept them all. O Tempest, ruins of the capital of medieval Orchid Empire. Catherine, the gate here is set. How are the gates in other locations? Everything is going smoothly. Once the prey takes the bait, the 8 space gates will open instantly, and tens of thousands of elite elves will emerge from them to finish off those medieval Orchid Empire survivors. I see, you may leave now. Catherine, are you planning to wipe out all the bad guys? Yes. What did they do wrong? Kier, there are many things in this world that can't be explained by right or wrong. You'll understand someday. Principal's office. Moon Knight's core. Fight, take down their crystal. You lose. A bunch of idiots. They can't win the game and they still blame me. This photo is still here. It brings back unpleasant memories. Harvest Day. Scarlet Territory Imperial Garden of Vampires. A pretty girl like you shouldn't let tears stay on your face. Who are you? I am the servant responsible for trimming the flower beds. Little girl, why are you crying here? I'm not a little girl. I was just playing hide and seek with my sister in the garden and accidentally lost the blood crystal necklace that mother gave me today. A gift from your mother, it must be very important. I sneaked out while they were asleep and have been looking for it here for a long time but couldn't find it. What should I do? Mother will definitely scold me if she finds out. Don't worry, I'll help you find it, okay? Really? After all, I'm the most familiar with this place. With the help of the unfamiliar boy, she quickly found the lost necklace and avoided being scolded. The honest boy also gained her favor. Life in the palace was boring, and she had no playmates of her age, so she often secretly sneaked out to play with this boy. Over time, they gradually developed feelings for each other. However, one was a noble vampire princess and the other a lowly gardener. The disparity in their statuses meant their love was destined to face many challenges. Their relationship was soon exposed. Her parents tried everything to keep them apart, imprisoning the gardener and confining Chestnut, but nothing could stop their love. Seeing that it was a done deal, her parents had no choice but to relent for their beloved daughter. Finally, when she came of age, they walked down the aisle together. Those years were the happiest of her life. She had a loving husband and 2 adorable daughters. Little did they know, beneath the surface of their happy home, seeds of unrest were already sown. I don't want to continue anymore. If she finds out, what will you do? Honey, who are you talking to? Lily. Nobody, I was just talking to myself. You've been very busy lately, why not take a break? Catherine has been asking to play with you. Father has collapsed from overworking on state affairs recently. I'm afraid you might also. So, you're hiding something from me, aren't you? When I come back, I'll explain everything. I promise to protect you and our daughters. However, after he left, Lily lost all trace of her husband. Even with the new Queen Lilia's mobilizing the vampire army to search the entire realm, no clues were found. Just like how you suddenly appeared by my side, you left just as swiftly. What is this? Lily, you found the hidden button on the hairpin, which means I might have met with an accident. I know you must be very sad right now, but I still want to confess something to you. Sorry, I've been lying to you all these years. This is my true form. I'm an elf, a direct descendant of Starfall, our ancestor. My husband is an elf. At first, I approached you just to complete the elf clan's surveillance mission, but later I found myself uncontrollably in love with you. Listen to me, this is all a scheme. Mom, what are you doing? Lammy, why are you up? Mom, I had a nightmare, I'm scared. Lammy. Mom, what's wrong? No, you're not Lammy. My Lammy would never make that face. So, you already know my secret. Who would have thought? My dear descendant actually fell for an impure blood vampire and told you the truth. Don't come any closer. My mother, what are you doing? Are you planning to hurt Lammy? Give Lammy back to me. As expected, Mother still can't bring herself to harm her own child. Mother, you'd better listen to me, that way, your dear Lammy and Catherine will be safe. What do you want me to do? It's very simple. Just put something in the new queen, your sister's food. Vampire Palace. You've been busy with state affairs all day, without any rest. Sister. Don't end up like our father, who passed away from overworking. Don't worry, sister, I don't plan on dying young, I'll take care of myself. Besides, I haven't even trained my successor yet, how could I fall so easily? Here, I made you some tea to soothe your nerves. Thank you, sister. Thank you for making tea for me every day, sister, your tea has a special fragrance. Lilia's, if, and I mean if, you had a daughter and only one of us could survive, who would you choose? Do you even need to ask? I'd kill the person who asked me that question. I'm just making an example. I know, anyone who harms my dear sister won't get away with it. But if I really had a daughter, I just want her to stay away from power struggles and live a simple yet content life as a princess. As a mother, I just want my child to grow up safely, no matter the cost. Alright, I know you're a daughter con. That tickles, stop it. You should take care of yourself too, don't drink too much tea. Got it, you should head back now or those two little ones will start looking for their mom again. Welcome back, mother, you've worked hard. Is Queen Lilia still alive today? I have to admit, she's tougher than her father. Are you kidding me? Didn't we agree that you'd handle your sister and push me to power? In return, I promised not to threaten your daughter's life. I don't want to hurt Lilia's anymore. What? Are you planning to break our agreement and tell your sister? You should know what will happen if this gets out, right? I understand, please don't hurt Lammy. The new vampire Queen Lilia's is becoming increasingly weak like her father, even the doctors can't find the cause, and no medicine seems to help. One day, Lily was caught by a maid while poisoning the queen's drink. Her plot to murder the queen and seize power was exposed, forcing her to flee the palace in disgrace. Seeing the plan exposed, the thing possessing Lammy punished Lily by causing Lammy to bleed from all orifices and die in her arms. In her grief, Lily set fire to Lammy's body. The once warm home was consumed by flames and turned into ashes. After that, Lily left this sorrowful place with Catherine and never returned. It brings back those unpleasant memories. Looks like no matter how long you lock up a pet, it can't forget those old days. So, this time you possess the elvish queen. Ancestor of elves, Starfall. You're as sharp as ever, Lily. I could never forget the one who ruined my family and betrayed everyone, who harmed my father, Lilias, Lammy, and him. I've waited too long for this day. I used to be too weak to resist you. But not anymore. Do you want to kill me by burning your own life force? How naive. Lily, oh Lily, you're still as naive as ever. Do you know what will happen to Catherine if you recklessly attack me? You won't kill Catherine, she is still useful to you. I indeed won't kill her, after all, she's a very useful pawn. Soon, Catherine will capture the new vampire queen and add new nutrients to my blood pool. Everything is going according to plan. Don't even think about it, this time I won't let you succeed. Secret communication spell. You think I'll let you inform the vampires again? It broke through my barrier. It's useless. This is a communication pendant established with my family through bloodline, neither a spell nor magic. You, who no longer possess divinity, cannot interfere. You. I just love seeing that look on your face, the look of everything going beyond your calculations. You've disrupted my plans time and again. I'm running out of patience. But now you can reunite with my son and granddaughter. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lilias, for causing you so much trouble. This is my final message. Go to Otempus quickly and save Becky and Catherine. What is this? What's wrong, Your Majesty? Yana, gather the troops and march to Otempus. Otempus Temple ruins. This familiar feeling, my bloodline power has returned. The founder of the medieval Orchid Empire, the holy Judge Cyril, bears witness. Luna Sorrow is crowned as the successor of the medieval Orchid Empire. May she revive its supreme glory. Long live the Sorrow family, long live Kyrad III. The elf army is at our gates, and yet she still has time for a coronation. What is she thinking? Today marks the restoration of medieval Orchid Empire. You are my most loyal subjects. Though you number less than 100, you surpass an army of 10,000. For the continuation of medieval Orchid Empire's legacy, will you follow me through hardships to protect it? We swear to follow you to the death, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, how do you plan to fend off the army outside? Do you know why I specifically returned here? No. This place used to be the capital of the medieval Orchid Empire. Though abandoned for 1,000 years, it has a national defense array that rivals the elves' arrays in human towns. What is this? Tonight, we will crush those arrogant elves outside. For the glory of medieval Orchid Empire. Athanasi, the enemy has set up a defense array, constantly releasing spells from above to interfere with our advance. A wise decision to avoid direct confrontation by using their high ground advantage. However, in the face of absolute power, all these little tricks are futile. What is this? These elves were prepared, they even summoned creatures from the Second Era. These disgusting creatures, I'll burn them all to ashes. It's still alive. The one controlling these creatures should be at the foot of the mountain. I'll go take them out. By Jean, wait. This familiar scent, why is she with the elves? Catherine. Catherine is the sorceress of that giant flower. Is she being controlled by the elves? Why would a moon knight obey those elves? Aren't you knights who fight against tyranny and save the weak? Are you saying you're weak? I've seen with my own eyes the cruel things your medieval Orchid clan did in that cave. We're working with the elves to protect the human realm. I can't deny that the medieval Orchid clan has done many cruel things for the restoration. My friend, we couldn't even find his body. He was just a stinky cockroach. His blood wasn't tasty, he liked lecturing people, and he always rushed into trouble. But he was a true knight and my most important friend. Stinky cockroach, is she talking about White? Does Catherine think White is dead? That friend you mentioned is still alive, maybe even traveling around somewhere. After we separated in the medieval Orchid clan's cave, I ended up like this and couldn't return to the Moon Knights. Shut up, do you think I'll believe your lies? Damn it. This feels awful. I can't breathe. Catherine. Catherine, there must be some misunderstanding, please stop. Kier, step aside. Watch out. By Jean, are you okay? I'm fine, thanks. Kier, Didn't I tell you to stay back and not follow me to such a dangerous place? I don't think this lady killed Master. On the contrary, she feels just as righteous as he does. I got it. Find a safe place to hide first. I'll take you away once everything is over. Okay. Sorry, Your Highness. I failed the mission. I don't blame you. The defense array will eventually be breached. Their siege without attacking must have another purpose. Queen of Medieval Orchid Empire, if you cooperate with us, we will recognize your newly established empire. Our army will also assist you in restoring Medieval Orchid Empire to its peak. Why would the elves propose helping these criminals of Medieval Orchid Empire establish an empire? Weren't they here to punish them? You elves supported the Human Federation puppet government. Are you planning to do the same here? Even if we die here today, we won't become your new puppets. Then let this empire built by bandits be destroyed today. Hey, something's coming. What is that? A dragon. Why are Yana and Miro here? Is this all that's left of the Medieval Orchid clan's impure bloodline? You. Don't be impulsive. Aren't you the elves? Why aren't you staying in your subspace? When the outer gods invaded the continent, you were the first to run away. Is that the half-blood vampire? Why are you working for the elves? May I ask who you are? I almost forgot to introduce myself. My apologies. My name is Lathembo Yana, sister of the current empress. I have stripped by Jean of the vampire queen's bloodline and memories. I can't let this vampire discover her identity. Elves and impure-blooded members of the Medieval Orchid clan, I don't care about your grudges. To be honest, I'm just here to find someone. I'm looking for my sister. She is the current supreme ruler of the Blood Spirit Empire, the 28th Scarlet Queen, Becky Lathembo. There is no vampire queen here. Why don't you try searching in some dark and dirty gutter? Isn't that where you vampires like to hide? A black-haired lady, you have a scent that I can't resist. Your Highness. It makes me want to kill you and drain all your blood. Do it if you can. Yana. Miss Yana, she didn't mean to offend the vampire queen. I apologize on her behalf. Even though her appearance has changed, her tone just now was exactly like my sister's when she scolded me. She is undoubtedly my sister. No matter what she looks like, I will never mistake her. Did she change her appearance to avoid revealing her identity in front of them? Your Highness, with the elf army ahead, it's not wise to make enemies with the vampires now. I've changed my mind. This platinum-haired woman seems to know something. Miro, take her back for questioning. Okay. No way, you absolutely can't take her away. I'd like to see who can stop me. That woman must stay. Stop. It's the vampire Imperial Guards. Even the old bat is here. Are you here to declare war on us elves? No. I just came here to see my niece. Catherine, long time no see. Your Highness. I'm no longer the queen, call me Auntie. I was expelled from the royal family. You personally handled it. We have no relationship anymore. There were many misunderstandings in the past. I know you've been wandering homeless because of them. I'm here to make amends. Catherine, your mother is dead. She died. Chestnut is dead. Your mother was always trapped in a cage, enduring many hardships and misunderstandings alone. She always had unresolved concerns in her heart. This is her last lingering obsession. It will tell you everything. She wants me to return to the vampires. Catherine, come back with me. Let's attend your mother's funeral together. Go back. What's going on? There's something strange about her. If you want to attend the funeral so badly, why don't you die like her? You're not Catherine. Is this the dagger that caused chaos in the Scarlet Territory and was ordered to be destroyed by my sister? You possessed my friend's body and controlled her mind. Who are you really? Who am I? I am one of the 9 gods of creation, the god who controls nature and space, the ancestor of elves, Starfall. Sister, Take this. Yana, thank you. I knew I wouldn't mistake my sister. Is the intuition of a pervert more accurate? By Jean, have you regained your memories, or should I call you Vampire Queen Becky Lathembo? That's right, I never lost Becky's memories. I have Chestnut's blood to thank for that. So I'm going to help Chestnut get revenge, beat up this fake god, and drive it out of Catherine. Revenge. You, a half-blood spirit, want to challenge a god. The pure-blood spirits were buried with the Second Era in the river of history. I wasn't planning to deal with you little bats at this stage. Since you're so arrogant, I'll consider this a warm-up with you, youngster. Stop pretending to be unfathomable. Maybe I've lived longer than you. At the moment of impact, temporarily block the elf bloodline in the body, completely transform into a vampire to activate the ancestral trait and avoid the attack. This trick is really convenient. Not bad, little bat, but you should think carefully about how you can hurt me. A temporary transformation means it won't last long. In that case, I'll cast all my spells on you one by one. Although I've lost almost all my power, I can still use this body to create half-finished, divine word. The attack didn't touch her at all. The mana energy was transferred by the chains. What's connected up there? That's a place you'll never reach, the divine realm. The divine realm, does such a place really exist? If it weren't for the protection of the divine realm, your world would have long been destroyed by the outer gods. So we should thank you fake gods then. As a mere mortal, you've done well, but mortals can never defy the gods. You think you can trap me with this tower? Don't underestimate me. Don't waste your energy. The divine word surpasses any spell. Mortals' awakening spells are all below, invincible, and can't break the tower created by the divine word. What are you doing? My sister's aura is fading. Die. Sister. Your Majesty. What are you doing? My sister's aura is fading. I'm stopping you from doing something foolish. You won't be able to help and you'll be in danger. So we should just watch her die in the tower. She is my daughter. I believe she won't die so easily in there. By Jean. It hurts. My whole body hurts. My body has been shattered countless times, but my consciousness remains. If I erase the feeling, it won't be so painful anymore. Fall completely. That look. Is it my sister? My sister doesn't seem to recognize us. So that's it. You have some kind of connection with the demons in the abyss. I really underestimated you. But dragging my soul to the depths of hell won't be that easy. Only one strike created a 100-meter deep crater. This is the power of the gods. Your Majesty, this battle is beyond our ability to intervene. While the elves focus on the vampires, let's retreat for now. No, I want to stay here and watch her fight till the end. Now that you could withstand a blow from the divine word, you indeed have the qualifications to turn from a mortal into a god. I've changed my mind. I'm going to eat you now. Did you deliberately lure me here? You think this can trap me? Anyway, there are plenty of bodies for me to possess. I'll give this one to you. Vampire Queen, next time I won't let you off so easily. That is, if you can regain your consciousness. It seems like her power is out of control. Where are you going? Your consciousness is still somewhere else, or I would have been torn apart by this power. Come back, my daughter. Mother. You look cuter this way. I think I can't see. It's okay, we'll find a way to restore your sight. How come you got hurt so badly? I'm fine, it's just the cost of using power. Vampire Queen, you killed our ancestor, you must give us an explanation today. Instead of fighting us, you'd better go check on your elvish queen. The guy who claimed to be the elvish ancestor has already escaped. He can possess the bodies of your royals and control the queen easily. Our queen is being controlled. I guess your royals are very united, each of them has different faces, and there are no factional disputes, am I right? Well, maybe your elvish royal family has long been devoured by Starfall, and there are only few survivors left. Vampires, don't try to deceive everyone. If you think you can disrupt our army's morale, you're wrong. Everyone, stop. Vampires, elves, and descendants of the medieval Orchid Empire, please listen to me. When the remnants of the previous era rise again, the very foundation of the continent will be shaken. When the hero's grave is set ablaze, the crystal tower tilts and collapses. When the empire's restoration follows one after another, power struggles ensue. When mythical races no longer stand aside, doomsday will return. Now that 3 previous prophecies have come true, your infighting will surely allow the outer gods to take advantage. For the stability of the continent, are you willing to cease fighting and unite against external threats? This conflict wasn't started by us vampires, and we're not interested in fighting. He's not in that direction. This is the territory of the medieval Orchid Empire. As long as they withdraw from here, I am willing to consider an alliance. What about you? We elves agree to a temporary ceasefire. However, the truth of the prophecy is uncertain. I will report today's events to the queen, and she will decide on the alliance. Retreat. This job is really tough. Queen of Vampires, may I return to Sapora land with you guys? The vampire history is long. I want to look at your ancient records about the outer gods. Yes, mother, please take him back with the guards first. Aren't you coming back with us? I want to talk to her alone. But you can't see right now. Who knows what these medieval orchid people might do? At least let me stay. Alright, there's a subcatus named Kerr nearby. You and Miro go find her. We'll take her back, too. Got it. You've been fooling me all along, Queen of Vampires. Do you hate me? Of course, you manipulative demon should die early. It's a shame that you only lost your sight. Alright then, Empress of medieval Orchid Empire, I'll give you a chance. I've just been through a fierce battle and I'm very weak. I can't see anything. It's the perfect time for you to strike. Now that you said that, I'll grant your wish. What? Can't bear to kill me? Queen of Vampires, just wait, one day I'll rescue by Jean. Alright, I'll be waiting. Hurry up and get out of my territory. A few days later at the Royal Cemetery of Sapora land. Rest in peace, Lily Lethembo, your body has returned to your homeland. Your blood merges with the crimson earth, and your free soul is no longer bound. Misunderstandings will eventually be resolved, and the truth will come to light. After we sent envoys to negotiate with the elves, they finally agreed to return Chestnut's body. Rest here with your beloved daughter, Chestnut. Chestnut. Yana, what about Chestnut's other daughter? Is she still not awake? She's already awake. Although her life was saved, her mental state seems to be problematic. She hides in her room all day, refuses to come out, and doesn't eat. She even refused to attend her mother's funeral. She was used by someone of her own kind and her body was possessed by an unknown ancestor. It's only normal that she suffers from some mental trauma. The last family member she had is gone. We are the only close ones she has now. Let's go check on her later. Vampire Palace. Get out. This is my country, and I can go wherever I want. You are my cousin. I heard you have been refusing to eat since you came back, so I prepared something for you. I don't want to eat. I went through my mother's devil training back then, so I have some experience dealing with kids who don't want to eat. Yana. What are you going to do? Alright, little Catherine, let's start your training session. No, don't. Come on, Catherine, Just a little more and you'll be done. You're such a devil. I can't see right now, I can only sense your general position through your soul. It's not very accurate feeding this way and I can't do anything about it. I want her to feed me personally, I'm so jealous. Feeding aid tool. She's eaten quite a lot already, let's stop here for today. She seems to have fainted. The sleeping pills mixed in the cake have taken effect. Do you want her to hate you to distract her? She might resent you when she wakes up. At least she can relax now and get some rest. Catherine, are you okay? She should be fine. Her Majesty knows what she's doing. What are you doing here? I heard screams while patrolling and came over and then saw this subcatus squatting here. I'm worried about Catherine's health. Since she came to the palace, she hasn't known anyone other than Catherine. Then stay and take good care of her. Really, thank you, Your Majesty. A mixed blood cousin just arrived, and now a subcatus too. She is mine. Yana, you've changed a lot. I remember we fought all the time when we were kids. I always lost. I got so mad that I ran away from home and got kidnapped by bandits. Kidnapped? Yeah, and in the end, it was you who saved me, don't you remember? No, I don't recall that happening. I wouldn't get it wrong, you looked so cool back then. Yana's memory got altered by Jurez. Is that why she remembers what hadn't happened? Yana, do you remember what Jurez did to you? I can only remember things after you woke me up. The rest about Jurez is fuzzy. But I do recall someone wearing a toucan mask. A toucan mask, like those priests with goat-headed masks. That person seems to be looking for something. False god. False god. That hurts. What's wrong? Your Majesty, she fainted. Hurry up and call the doctor. Yana's bedchamber. Yana probably fainted due to temporary consciousness disorder. She should be fine after some rest. Princess Yana has lost her memory of what happened before she fainted. Please don't let her think too much about the past for now. I understand. The doctor said I'm fine, so I must be okay. Rest well today. If you need anything, tell the maid. Okay. My sister touched me, she smells so sweet. But what exactly is the false god that Yana mentioned before she fainted? I need to find someone who knows. Isla, prepare the carriage, I'm going to the Divine Vision Library. Understood. Sound of waves. Shouldn't I be on the carriage to Amethyst City? How did I end up here? And I can see now. Am I in a dream? To the left. To the right. Left or right, make your choice. Who are you two? The angel wants you to go right, and the demon wants you to go left. Choose your path. An angel and a demon, basically, they're just symbols of different races. Are they trying to make me choose a side? But I guess if I don't follow the rules, they won't let me leave. In most myths, angels are seen as good and holy figures, while demons represent everything bad and evil. But angels aren't always good and pure, and demons aren't always evil and wicked. One side is the deep sea, and the other is a path full of wildflowers. This side looks obviously safer. It's also a trap. I don't want to choose either side. But I'd rather embrace the raw, unfiltered flaws and darkness in life than hide behind the fake elegance of hypocrisy. Someone invaded my consciousness and create illusions so stealthily. Who could it be? Your Majesty, we have arrived at Amethyst City. Got it. In Amethyst City. Your Majesty, I apologize for not welcoming you sooner, please forgive me. You may rise. I came here secretly, no need for formalities. Yes, Your Majesty. Where is your lady? Her ladyship has been restoring books in the Divine Vision Library for several days now. As expected, she's engrossed in her interests and leaving all official duties to Duke Laferno. You guys stay here, I'll go find her myself. Understood. I don't think Tina knows that Her Majesty can transform. I hope she won't be confused. Although I don't want to look like this body hasn't lost its sight, making it easier to find people. There she is. Is this book good? Isn't this an erotic book? The story gets right to the point without dragging on, and the bond between the sisters feels really natural. It would be even better if there were more scenes of the younger sister pushing the elder sister. Tina usually looks like a sweet girl, but she actually has such a dirty mind. I heard Her Majesty brought back someone from the medieval Orchid Empire. They were talking about you, right? Good, she doesn't know my identity yet. That's me. Her Majesty sent me to find books on mythical species. Mythical species? Yes, lately, Her Majesty has been dreaming of angels and demons. Do they remind you of any books? Mythical species are just made-up creatures from folklore. They only exist in fantastical stories. The book in front of you tells the myth of a hero leading 6 companions to defeat a demon after many hardships. Like other adventure stories, it praises courage and justice, celebrates friendship, but the hero doesn't end up well. As a mythological story, that's quite cruel. There are also rumors that at the end of the Second Era, someone used forbidden knowledge to summon demons from hell, but no one has been able to verify it. So you don't believe in the existence of mythical species? These things are too far from us. Instead of pondering on these elusive matters, I should focus on repairing the damaged ancient scrolls in the library. But you were just reading an erotic book. What's this book? I picked a seemingly reliable book on mythical species and made some notes in it. Take it to Her Majesty. Remember, not even Her Majesty can know what you saw in the library today. What will happen if she finds out? If you dare ruin my image in front of Her Majesty, I'll skin you alive, sprinkle chili oil on you, and fry you in a pot. That sounds painful. Your Majesty, your ladyship, sorry to interrupt. The Duke has an urgent matter and wants your ladyship to come over. Wait, did I hear that right? Did you say Her Majesty was here? She's right next to you. Looks like I can't hide it anymore. My disguise was pretty good, right? Even you didn't recognize me. Tina, what were you just saying that I shouldn't know? No, it wasn't me who was speaking. I feel so embarrassed. On Harvest Day, celebrate the one true God, Lethembo, who blesses all lands for eternity on this day of renewal. In the depths of winter, the Blood Spirit Empire, having been restored for a year, welcomed the solemn Harvest Day ceremony. The nobles and officials of the Blood Spirit Empire gathered in the ceremonial hall, loudly praising Her Majesty Becky's great achievements. Thank you all for coming from afar to celebrate this festival. Please take your seats. You stupid girl, can't you let me enjoy my retirement? Lilia's, who was forced to stay here. Master, aren't you going to personally host the ceremony? I'm not interested in these things. It's best to leave such social affairs to Mother. They can't tell us apart anyway. She is lying on my lap, overloaded with happiness. It seems like something flew out of her body. Your Majesty, envoys from the elves requests an audience. Elf envoys, let them in. I thought the elves were long gone. How can they still send envoys? You must be out of the loop. Not long ago, the elves even had a battle with Her Majesty. My name is Edel Byro. On behalf of the Queen, I present a humble gift to the Vampire Queen. We hope Your Majesty can let bygones be bygones. Our race wishes to form an everlasting alliance with your empire for the peace of the entire Bland continent. When did your elvish queen become so keen on peace? We live on the same land. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Our queen understands this well. So the queen personally selected this sculpture named Tear of the Gods as a symbol of peace. It is carved from a life-infused stone, which has calming and soothing effects. You work tirelessly day and night. We hope it can ease your burdens. Thank you for the generous gift from the Elvish Queen. I have no use for such treasures now. Store it in the treasury. Please, envoys, take your seats. Thank you, Your Majesty. Did you check thoroughly? We've inspected the statue and the box inside and out. No anomalies found. Mark it with a hidden seal and store it separately in the treasury. Understood, Lady Tina. I always feel an unsettling vibe from that thing. This sculpture is so ugly. The elves' taste is really unbearable. Who knows if they sent this ugly thing on purpose to honor us. The ritual has begun. Well then, let's join the banquet. What's going on? Assassin, protect Her Majesty. Where's the assassin? You're stepping on me. Where are the guards? Protect Her Majesty. Don't panic. Master, we're under attack. I'll go protect Her Majesty. Lilia's. Her Majesty is gone. Why are you all in such a hurry? Where are you going? Come with us and you'll find out, Your Majesty. Too bad, you got the wrong person. I'm not Her Majesty. What? It's all because they look too similar, can't tell who's who. What do we do now that we've caught the wrong person? It doesn't matter if we got it wrong, the priest just wanted us to disrupt the banquet. Capturing the queen was only to distract the guards. We can trade her for many benefits with the vampire queen. After all, they are mother and daughter. The imperial guards have tight security, you can't escape. Besides, the vampire queen won't let you go easily. You're just a captive now, at our mercy. Stop talking to us in that high and mighty tone. Believe it or not, I'll cut off your tongue. Right now. I was just saying this harvest day is too boring, and I'm really idle. Vampire Queen. Also, I'll be taking your heads. I'll be taking your heads. Mother, I'm sorry for startling you. A few minions are nothing to fear, but what you just said. I'll be taking your heads. Becky is getting more and more reliable. Stop saying that. Sis, these people look like they were sent by the Jurez. What are they doing disrupting our ritual banquet? They're just pawns to distract us. The real mastermind is elsewhere. Tonight, most of the vampire guards are at the palace, with some maintaining order at Lathembo Square. I know where it is. This sculpture has stood in Sephora Land's Lathembo for 1,000 years without falling. Regarded by the vampires as a symbol of divine protection for the empire. The most dangerous place is the safest place. Even if treasures are hidden here, no one will find them. What a clever diversion. Seems I'm still a step too late. Pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty. Oh wait. I should call you Soraya Lathembo. I am the current high priest and leader of the Jurez. You may call me Birdface. Birdface, is he the priest Yana mentioned? Looks like Miss Yana still retains some of her previous memories. Mind reading? No, he's guessing my thoughts through facial expressions. You think I'm using psychology to fool you? Mortals can only understand what they know and deny powers beyond them. It's a defense mechanism for the weak. For someone as tricky as you, I usually start with a scythe. And then knock their teeth out before asking questions. What happened? Is someone fighting? What happened here? I heard loud noises, but when I got to the royal treasury, everyone was already dead. The iron door was broken from the inside out, the guards died like it, bleeding from every orifice. Strangely, nothing was stolen from the chaotic vault, except the elf sculpture was smashed to pieces. Something's coming out from inside. What about those elf envoys? When the banquet got chaotic, they left. The guards said they took a similar statue with them. What are those elves up to? I didn't even notice when he arrived. Sorry, Soraya, your opponent is this new friend. This person's power is above mine. Guatemala isn't working, so let me try another way. No time to dodge. My vision is limited, and my movements are slowing down. Looks like you're having fun, so I won't disturb you. I'll wait for you there. Good luck, Soraya. Miro, eat him. Don't treat me like a trash can. He got away. Isn't there still one here? Sister. Yana, Miro. Even Holy Vein level spells can't hurt this guy, his level is at least above mythic. Think fast, how can I kill him? It's always me getting beaten up, no matter how I hit, I can't hurt you, how about a hint? What do you want, just say it. Maybe our goals are the same. So, what do you think? I won't lie to you. Someone once used these two holy swords to repel the outer gods. Then I can use the same swords to hurt you, right? You really are wary of them, so, are you also defeated by their master? He got away. Secret base of Jurez somewhere. You're back, how does it feel to see her in person? Were you hurt by her other identity because you were careless? I warned you long ago, friend from the mythical dimension. Your power is indeed beyond the comprehension of beings in this dimension, but this is not your full strength. As long as the key is not destroyed, the gate ceiling bland will not open. We can only project part of your power through the gap in the door. No matter how powerful a person is, their strength is limited. Cooperation for mutual benefit is the best choice, so please be patient and wait. Once the time is right, we can destroy this world together. Be gentle. Vampire Palace. Hang in there, if I hadn't put up a defensive spell behind you in time, it wouldn't just be a few broken ribs. Next time, I'll definitely teach those monsters a lesson. Seriously, your majesty can't even see, yet you went alone to challenge the Jurez high priest. I was so worried. But I'm back safe and sound. Oh right, what about the damage from this attack? The Harvest Day attack resulted in 5 guards dead and over 10 injured. The vault door and Lathembo's statue in the square were damaged, but there wasn't much property loss. At least there wasn't much damage. We need to investigate how the Jurez infiltrated the city. There might be a mole helping them. Another thing worth mentioning is that after the banquet chaos, those elf envoys left amidst it. According to gate guards, they took a similar statue with them. Did they steal the missing sculpture from the vault? I'm afraid not. I found sculpture fragments in the vault with our unique vampire markings on them. So I deduce they took another statue.